in the building.
All right, what up, what up, what up? It is that guy Dub, and I'm back with another video. How you guys doing? At the end of the day, shout it, I'm good money. Now, today, back by popular demand, we have the lovely, beautiful, special guest, Slim Goody Model. What's going on, my sister?
Hi, my love. Hi, everybody. I'm
So how
feeling
how you
good.
been doing?
Well, I'm doing really good. Just working on my upcoming events, but I'm outside.
Okay, ain't nothing wrong with that. You outside? You sitting there? You had a an event that we had scheduled for you said this past weekend, and things didn't work out to where we wanted them to. So, like, in your opinion, you said like what happened with that, and what do you
Okay.
plan on doing going forward?
All right. So yes, I had an event that was supposed to be going on August 12th, and unfortunately, New York City, the mayor is kind of stating that we might cause a little riot out there. So I have to work a little bit more on my event, but we're gonna push it up to September 9th. I'm gonna get some more security, some more police officers. They want us to pay some salaries now, so maybe I'm a little bit bigger than I expected. But it's still going on. September
Okay,
9th, I'll say the date.
okay, we definitely gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? Because you said like when you and I initially started talking about it and everything, you said like, everything that you had planned with the you said the fashion show and just everything that you had going on is just like and especially like we discussed in our text messages when about the Kai Cenat thing. You saying, do you think that may have played a pivotal part in you saying what the mayor was trying to, I guess, task you to do extra?
Absolutely. Um, Again, I don't know if it's a racist thing or not, but again, they did give us the permit. They gave us the insurance for the event, and then the day that the event was supposed to, occur, they basically said it was the weather was the problem. Now we
Okay.
pushed the date back to August 20th. Now on Friday, I'm hearing, oh, you need to pay for 5 more officers. You know, you got celebrities coming out because I had Mr. Sheets coming out. Like, we going viral. I had a lot of artists coming out, but I do understand about everybody's safety. But again, this last minute thing, I'm not with, but I'm not really sure. Other than that, oh, you need more security. You need this. You need that. And fortunately, I'm gonna do it the right way because I'm also working with Stella. She's doing the artist, the concert, and I was gonna do the fashion show
Mhm.
basically. So
Okay.
yeah, so I'm a little disappointed, but again, it's God's work. So I feel like everything's going to, come together, but we're just gonna push it back to September 9, make sure we got all the stuff that we need.
Okay.
So yeah,
Okay.
basically it's a lot. I mean, we had like 60 artists that was gonna perform.
Mhm.
Also, I had, some other designers gonna sell some things. I had food vendors as well. So now they're trying to hit us with all kinds of license and all this other stuff. So again, I'm gonna work with Stella, slow moving, but we're gonna get this and we're gonna do it the right way.
Okay. Definitely. You said that. You said with us kicking off everything. You said we. I forgot to jump through the my normal one too. You saying like I said. Everybody that's new here, this is Little Dub. You said Little Dub is brought to you by CIA Customs, aka Devin Morales on Facebook. Check him out, flawless. You can get you a Little Dub made. He's not gonna look as good as Big Dub or Little Dub, but you know what I'm saying he'll get you right. Also, if you see what's going on in my hat, I'm a brand ambassador for Dream Alive University. You saying I will make sure I put their information down in the description box down below. You click on that, use the checkout code that guy Dub on pawn checkout and get 15% off your order. Now, getting back to our beautiful guest,
And I'm Slim Goody.
yes,
Don't forget me, I'm
absolutely.
Slim Goody. I'm a model, a hostess, a promoter, actress. I'm a creator. I pretty much do it all. You guys can find me on YouTube, Facebook, IG, TikTok. Like I'm all over the place, and other people pages as well.
Yeah. Now you were recently a part of the you said a project called I Don't Understand. You said what was that like? You said and how fun was that for you?
Actually, was so fun because I got to direct it and I got to write it. So I took my artist Eclipse and he sent me a few songs and he asked me which one I can relate to. Most definitely I can relate to Don't Understand because it's kind of like relationships and some certain things that I go through in my life. So I had to like, push it. So I got to be myself in it. I
Hmm.
starred in it. I hired another model. You guys know that I'm looking for models for videos and for podcasts, for photography. So we did a really amazing job. We dropped it August 5th. It's doing really good right now on YouTube. And we're gonna work again too soon. We got another song we're gonna be working on. But it's like about relationships, ups and downs. She doesn't understand. It's about a female who won it all, and her boyfriend basically is in the streets. He's an artist, and he got a full-time job, but I never see him, and he's never paying me no attention. That's how I felt. So I kind of brung that out in the video, and I did my acting. Kind of was arguing a lot, had my hands in his face, doing what Slim do. Gonna pay me some attention, but it's up now on YouTube. You guys follow me on YouTube, Slim Goody Model on YouTube, and you can find the full video.
Yeah, absolutely. Now you saying like when you step into the director's chair, but you're also in front of the camera. Is it you said because we saw Michael B. Jordan do it with Creed 3. You said like how much of a headache is it to add that extra hat onto you instead of just being in front of the in front of the camera?
Um, it's a lot. It is a big headache to be honest, because I have to focus on creating the video, creating the vision, creating our outfits, creating the scenes, and also then I gotta hire my photographer, FC Tracy. He's amazing. He shoots my behind the scenes, then he'll put the video together, and then I basically go behind the scenes and put the video together. So I'm working constantly, multitasking, trying to make sure everything goes well. So yeah, it's a big headache, but I love doing it.
Hmm.
I love writing
So
it. Took me a couple of months to write up the scenes and stuff, but we shot the video in three different states. I shot it in Pennsylvania, I shot it in Patterson, New Jersey, close to my hometown, and I shot some
mhm.
scenes in New York City. So I was like basically on the road for like 3 days, no sleep, team no sleep.
Team no sleep. There you said there you
Then
go.
then
But
I
see
gotta
like
get myself ready for the video as well.
mm,
No makeup
but
artist, no hair. I do everything myself.
oh wow, you saying that's a you saying a different level of you saying of drive you saying within itself because you saying like you see a lot of people they got their team behind them you saying we all know you have a team behind you but you saying like to take on that much like that is extremely commendable you saying it's like you don't see that out of a lot of you saying content creators and you saying artists and entrepreneurs you saying like you see a lot of people delegate you saying certain aspects and stuff like that but for you to take on something like that you saying with that much on you saying I definitely got to give you your kudos on that.
'Cause remember last time I told you I want to work behind the scenes? Like I love the camera and I love, the visions that I have. I don't know where I'm getting these visions from, but like I said, I would listen to the artist's song and then I'll just see myself in the video and and I'll just go off from there. So
Hmm.
it feels good to let them actually put everything on my hands. Like Eclipse really didn't do nothing but just sing. He's excited now. He was artist on IG. He doesn't have too many views, but now his views is going up. So if anything that can help an artist or anybody, it's dope. So I'm getting some reviews. Oh, it's bad. I'm only listening because Slim is in there, and I don't care. Like I told them at the end of the day, the artists work really hard, and anything that I can help anybody in the industry, move forward and continue networking, you call on me.
Absolutely. Now, you know so many people and you saying and things like that. You saying it's like to me, I believe in like the collaboration. You know what I'm saying? It's like so like right after this interview, I already know it's going up. You know what I'm saying? So like and the simple fact that you saying like I'm working with you or you working with me, like we're basically just helping each other. You know what I'm saying? So like I never understood that whole oh the only reason I'm going up is because of Slim or the only reason I'm going up is because of Dub and you it's like, dude, you're going up. Like you said, let's all get this money together and let's go up. You said, why are you
That
finding
part.
something to complain about? You know what I mean?
I always say that to the artists. Like I can start. I can help you, but it's up to you to be you and to take your career further. As you see, like you said, I promote all the time. So you guys gotta basically find your fans, and the only way you're gonna find your fans is by you promoting yourself, putting yourself out there. And that's exactly what I do when I'm in everybody else's video, or I'm in a commercial, or I'm just selling things, or you know. That's
You said,
why I think I'm everywhere, because I don't really turn down too many things, but now I do, depending on what I have to do. Like I told you, I ain't doing all that stripper stuff and all that things. It got to make sense of what I'm doing in the industry that makes myself look, get more work.
right. Now you just recently was down there in Coney Island. Looked like y'all had an awesome time. You said like, dude, I ain't been there in years.
It's my
So
son's
what?
birthday. So I had to take
Yeah.
a break. I mean, like I feel like I work all the time, so it felt good to unwind and Coney Island. And yes, um, yeah, I had an amazing time. Everybody was outside networking as well. Like I had a snake on me, but guess what? I
Uh,
paid $5. There's no reason why I can't help this entrepreneur or whatever his hustle is. I'm outside. I saw so many people selling things. That's why I love New York City. Everybody was just out there trying to sell whatever they could sell.
right. Now you said I did mention earlier. You said about me being an affiliate. You said a brand ambassador for Dream Alive. Things like that. Now, one thing I always like, especially like when I meet startup, well, people that are starting up. Saying it's like I'm one of those type of people. Like if you got something and and I like your product, I'm gonna pay full price for it. I'm not when you like one thing I think it's so disrespectful. But like let's say they want to use you said for a video project or something like that, but they want to lowball you. You said when it comes to the pay, I think to me that is some of the most disrespectful shit on the planet. And you said like, and my brother came up with a saying, and he was like, people will go in Goodwill every day and pay whatever price they have marked, but forgetting the fact that Goodwill got everything they got in their store for free.
That
You know what I
part.
mean?
hmm I agree with you because that's how I am as well. Like especially for the fashion show that I was going to do. That's why I have the designers were gonna be there. I got Keep Fucking Hustling Entertainment. I'm the head model and ambassador brand for Keep Fucking Hustling. So
Mhm,
what I was going to do is again, they was gonna sell their clothes. I got the model was gonna rock their items, but we actually still out there trying to work. So I wanted, everybody out there to make money, not just me. So everybody
mhm,
that was gonna come and winning forever apparel is a man's line. He's also a dope clothing designer. He got the hats like you got and the shirts. But again, we marketing outside. So why come to an event and you can't purchase something?
mhm.
Like, I'm giving a free concert. You
Right.
can
You said,
purchase those hookahs. You can purchase that Ave. But I feel like when it comes down to us trying to sell our brand, it's kind of hard
mhm.
because there's a little hate going on. I keep saying that.
You said
But
it,
when I'm
look,
outside and I see anybody outside and I got it, I'm gonna purchase it.
mhm.
That's how I'm helping your
Now,
brand.
exactly. You know what I'm saying? Just like, well, like I think like when it comes to like especially affiliate marketing, you saying like, or you said becoming brand ambassadors and stuff like that. No, you said now I can help you out with a discount, but you just like, okay, to become you said a brand ambassador, you said a line has to get to a certain point. You said now before they got to that point to where they could have brand ambassadors, I'm pretty sure like they had to go through the trials and tribulations of people trying to lowball them or people counting them out and stuff like that. So like with you being an entity with all in yourself, how do you navigate those trials and tribulations and with those people trying to lowball you or trying to maybe sell you short on something that you know that you're good at, you bring a quality product to the table?
Right. I actually, again, I'm not really working with people that actually not supporting me. I'm just gonna I'm gonna keep moving, and like I said, with especially with my brands that I got, I'm outside trying to help people sell things. So for me, if I don't have a good support team,
Mhm.
or I'm gonna say, how do I put this? I'm really ain't work. I'm not rocking with you, because again, I can go to your event, but you can't come to mine. That's a problem for me. I have a free show. You most definitely you guys was gonna come out. Now if I put
Mm,
$20 on the door, maybe half the people won't come out. So I'm
right.
not really messing with them at all. I'm really messing with people that is really going to contribute. We work really hard on what we're doing. We make our own clothes. We make our own brand, and the other designers as well. There's nothing free. I'm sorry. I'm tired. I'll give you a free T-shirt, but again, I'm trying to build my business. Same way they buy the
Absolutely.
Chinese food and buy stuff. No, I, I'm not gonna mess with you. I promise you. Ain't nothing free no more. Slim ain't working like that anymore.
I know that's right. Now,
No.
you said, like, for those that don't know, you said how we linked up. You said I've seen her down my timeline. We've been friends for a while, especially on Facebook and things like that. And I reached out. I saw she was doing something positive, and I started doing something you said positive with this podcast and everything like that. And you said, and once we did our first interview, you said it did well. You said a lot of people loved it. You said a lot of people was asking for you to come back, and you said love how you said the chemistry between us, especially with the casual banter and stuff like that. And we've been locked in ever since. Now you said we'll sit there and we'll talk here and there, and things like that. And then we said and when you had you said your fashion show coming up, I started playing with ideas and playing with you said little you said things that you actually liked them, but you said like I noticed that you also when it comes to doing business, you don't have a problem opening your mouth saying, okay, maybe this should be different, or maybe that should be different. You said it's like, and it seems like so many people in this world that you said they'll want to collaborate with you, but are too scared to give their own input back in. What do you think sets you apart from those people who are too scared to put their own input into it, and people that you said that want to collectively work with you?
Well, I'm gonna say this. I again, I'm a brand myself, so I don't mind opening my mouth and saying certain things, especially when they won't even. Some people won't even work with me anymore because I'm trying to, you know, I'm gonna say basically protect myself. I'm gonna
Mhm.
say I have to think about this again. My bad. I'm sorry. Let me freeze.
Are you
Because I got a lot of people that want women to be quiet in the industry and just take everything, and I'm not quiet. I'm talking about, oh, Slim, let me do a music video with you. Oh, but the male part of it, they want to have sex with you, or they see you as like a pawn in this game. So I'm like more like a man in this game. No, my motto is no. If it doesn't feel right, then you shouldn't be doing it. And if it's
Mhm.
not going to support your brand, then you shouldn't be doing it as well. But I'm not going to be quiet for nobody. Absolutely not for nobody. And then this time around with this fashion show, it really meant a lot to me. So I had, some of the models that came aboard, and some of them came with attitudes. Like, I'm about my work. As soon as you come into the studio, I expect you have your shoes on. I expect you to work the same way I do. And then if I
Mhm.
put these attitudes, I'm feeling like, okay, you're a diva. You're not Mariah Carey, but you're saying you're Mariah Carey, but you're not Mariah Carey. But it's like so many devious ways. But I have to open my mouth and say what I have to say because this is my brand and this is how I see my vision. So I'm not going to be quiet for nothing. Absolutely. And I don't care how
Right.
they treat me. They're like, oh, she's a boss. She's bossy. No, I'm not. For example, I had a casting call. I said be there at 1 o'clock. These girls got there at 3 o'clock. I'm feeling
Oh,
like that's
whoa.
unprofessional. That's number one. If I can get there early, I have people coming from North Carolina. I'm very grateful for all the models that's coming from other states now I'm working with. Driving up here, and then we got to wait for these people that got attitudes and stuff. I don't think people work as much as we do and understand that the time that it takes for us to do what we got to do. So I'm going to speak my mouth and I'm going to speak what I have to. If they don't like it, y'all can go to another network and they can do what they have to do.
Absolutely. You saying I'm definitely that same way, but I'm also the type, saying it's like I bring the story up on my platform all the time. You saying now my brother Lex Vegas, you saying who also he saying he has a show on Redline Radio as well. You saying me, him, and our brother Don P. Shout out to the Lex Vegas show and shout out to Club Pizzle. But Club Pizzle has moved on to his own network, but we have a moniker called Thursdays for the Culture. But you saying what I'm getting at is anytime I've ever done a project with my brother Lex Vegas is literally the most professional asshole I've ever met in my life. Now you seen it like now everybody that knows me knows I also have a background in videography as well. And
Yes.
I like working with Lex because it's like he'll give me his idea. I'll set out a template, you send to get it to work, and we'll literally go through 40 or 50 drafts before we actually done with a project. Whereas I'll deal with other people and I'll just literally create that template and use and with it instead of giving me their feedback, they were like, "Oh, that's perfect right there." And I'm like, "Okay." It's like, but that's how I like to work with people who, like I said, like you, who will open their mouth and we can literally make the project as beautiful as possible. You know what I mean? So, like,
Right.
once again, shout out to you because you do open your mouth.
Right. I just again, I'm not gonna sit here quiet. I know I'm a female. This is like they used to say, it's a man's world. You know, there's a lot of things that women wanted to say back in the day, and they couldn't, and they was afraid because then, oh, if I say this, or I might not get hired. So that's why I made my platform because you can't fire me. Got my own
Mhm.
platform.
No, that's right.
There's a
Now,
lot of
see,
people
like
that
weird.
will, yeah, as soon as you want to voice your opinion or have something to say about it, some people don't want to work for you. And I just feel like that's not, it's not a team. So I got
Absolutely.
my own platform just for the people that say no. Because a lot of, especially when I started my modeling, you know how many times they turned me down. So many designers, I wasn't probably the right shade, the color, or my body wasn't like with a six pack or something, and mm-mm. So I made that, I made my own company, my own brand, just for women to feel comfortable, no matter what shape or size they are. And also, I don't want y'all quiet. You need a voice.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, you saying I don't think you saying definitely should have been counted out of anything. Now, you saying I can't say it because I'm married, but trust me, Lil Dub is looking at you. He's gonna slide in your DMs later. You saying it's not me, it's Little Dub. Just letting you know now.
I have, and if it kind of crushed me. This was like many years ago, back in 2015. I went out for a fashion show like the one I was about to do, and
Mhm,
pretty much the designers had everybody walk. I wasn't really a professional at that time, but I was learning. And some women will walk out that door, male or female, and won't come back because of the people who are judging them and really don't know that maybe that person needs work or practice or whatnot. But there was one special designer, I can't remember her name, and I remember it was like 20 girls, and all the designers picked everybody, and Slim was with the last three that they didn't pick. And this one designer said, "You know what? Don't put your head down." She's like, "I could use you. Come
mhm,
out." And I did the show. Unfortunately, the funny part about this story is I went out and did the event, and half the girls for the other designers never showed up. And you
mhm,
see Slim sitting there, and here come the designers that trashed me. Can you please help me? Can you get into my outfits? I know you've been watching the walks. I know you know everything. I could have said no.
mhm,
No, I was thinking about myself. I'm gonna go out there, and I did it. And I actually, like I said, I was one of the best models, and they doubted me, and I did doubt myself. But then again, I came home, stayed in my hills every day, and I practiced, watched videos. And when I was talking about, you got to learn how to network yourself. You can't wait
mhm,
for somebody, to show you things because sometimes they're not. And if we got Google, we got all this media where we can, help ourselves and learn different things. But I basically made my company up around that because I really don't turn down women. So let's talk about my event coming up September 9th. I do
mhm,
have some designers that said they're not using my models or any models that come because they're coming with their own brand. So what I
mhm,
did was made a scene called a personality walk, which was going to be the beginning of the show, was meaning I don't who whatever models that was going to come, it doesn't matter who they were. I don't say no to nobody. I don't care if
mhm.
you were, plus size model, you were skinny or whatever, amateur. I made that part and everybody liked that because I don't like to say no to people. Well, to people that's working or trying, because everybody's different. I feel like men really like different kinds of women. There's not just one particular kind of women in the world. But when
Absolutely.
you're going into this industry, they make it seem like that, and it's horrible.
Yes, it definitely is, and it's crazy because especially in the online space, we got so many people that are using that want to pick you apart or you saying like you're not this enough, you're not that enough. I think one of the most disgusting things I saw, especially as far as you saying black women was with the remake of The Little Mermaid. You said we've already hashed this out, this, that, and the fucking third. But some of the most disgusting things was talking about Haley Bailey's eyes. And then she's a beautiful girl. And he's like just the ugliness in the comment section. It's just like, are you serious? It's like you just have to find something you saying to pick
Right.
apart. And then you saying that like obviously Haley's got a strong support system around her. And you saying like, and you mentioned you saying like you being turned down and things like that. You said like how you I know you said you went home and practiced and everything like that. Now they wanted to work with you, but you said like a lot of people don't know how to handle that type of rejection. So if you were talking to what you said a young up and coming model that you said is like you just wanted to sit her down and be like or him down, you said or whatever, and it'd be like and they just got told no, what would be that pep talk you would give that model?
Okay, so I'm gonna tell you the pep talk that I give to my models actually. So I'm gonna say this: the industry is really harsh, but again, always have your confidence. There's other doors other than that one door that you just went to.
Mhm.
Because the state of mind, sometimes people feel awful. They might feel really bad inside and want to stop what you're doing. Don't stop. There's so many other doors open for you guys, and if you practice your craft, I promise you, you'll get there. Don't let that one person or that one opportunity stop you. Because I feel like when one door closes, another one open, and that's what happened for me. I'm not gonna lie. I felt horrible. I felt like maybe my hair wasn't the right way.
Mhm.
Maybe, they didn't like me in the stairs and not for nothing. I get a lot of bad reviews too. So don't stop working. That's why I can tell you, keep practicing, keep your head up, smile, beautiful black queen, Spanish, whatever nationality you are. You know who you are. Don't let nobody ever tell you who you are because people see things in a different light because they got different eyes, they got different visions. But for my models, I always tell them there's always another way, another door. Go
Absolutely.
online. Yep, go online. There's a lot of different opportunities for a lot of women. They just don't know. Let's talk about the industry that want money. Some of
Mhm.
I'm sorry, the photographers, they want you to pay and then they still don't put you out there and you out of money. I have people who have called me and say like Slim, I'm working with this agency and I'm in debt. I'm
Mhm.
like, wow, you're in debt. They still not even promoting you. They're not doing none of that stuff. And that's still not the end of the world for you. And I pretty much tell a lot of women, don't fall for that gimmick. Because if they
Mhm.
want you, you don't have to pay for no money. You don't have to put up no type of bread. The chances are is a small gimmick in that. So that's why I try to work with some of the upcoming designers that are on IG, and if we keep working and smiling and don't let nobody knock those doors down, stay positive. You'll get there. I say don't stop, don't give up because when you stop, sometimes it takes 15 years to get where you need to be.
Mhm. Now, you said you recently started working with children as well, using with you as modeling. I've been keeping up with you. And you saying that, like, what's the challenges when it comes to dealing with children, and especially in the
Children, I love
modeling
their
industry?
energy. I love their energy. Actually, I've been working with children since 2011. I put my first fashion show for my daycare, and it was really wonderful. The children were ages 1 to 5. It was really difficult because children, their attention span is just all over the place. But if you practice with them as well, they're just fun. They'll do it. I had to hold their hand and walk them out on the set. So they basically looking up to us too.
Mhm.
One day, you feel me? They might be in a mega magazine. Um, it's just I just I like the women. I mean not the women. I'm sorry. I like the children. Again, they work hard. They get tired. They're cranky, but they work just as hard as we do. And I got
That
another yeah, I got a children's line too that's gonna be in the fashion show.
okay.
It's called 1900 Club. These children design their own sneakers and their own hats, and they're gonna be at my September event, and they're gonna walk it out. They're already starting early, and that's why I told the mom, as long as they start early, they will, they'll level up. As long as
Okay.
you keep pushing the children.
You see, well, like me over here, I'm definitely all about collaboration. You saying I do we do have another friend of the show. You saying Miss Nina Amore. You saying like once You said off camera. I'm gonna send it, see if I can connect you guys and see if we can get some stuff shaking. She's a plus size model out of Orlando, Florida. You know what I'm saying? Both of y'all are using that boss energy, that go get it energy. You know what I'm saying? I like it. I would love to see you two collaborate on something. You saying, like I said, I'll put you in touch with her when we get off camera. And you saying we'll go forward with that because I'm
Right. So
always like,
let's talk about traveling. That's what I'm going to do now, traveling models. So I basically might be in her town soon. I want to like kind of take over the states. I want to get to know everybody, and I want to be affiliated with everybody. And I said especially children too as well.
mm,
But yeah, traveling. I'm gonna take about 5 models with me on the road, and we're gonna go to Florida, and we're gonna network around the states. That's my next move.
okay, but well, I'll definitely try to, you know what I'm saying, you bridge you two together so you can say y'all can make something happen. And I would just love to see it. You know what I'm saying? Just and then possibly have both of y'all together on you said on the show. Just cause like I'm all about positivity and you said making moves and you said pushing the culture forward, whether it be the culture of fashion, whether it be the culture of hip hop. You said just like right now we're celebrating 50 years in hip hop. Now you
Word
said like
that
you
part.
see, now fashion and hip hop they go hand in hand. So right now it's like, what does it mean when I say 50 years of hip hop?
I'm old. That's what it means. Cause I'm over 40, and last time we talked, I actually like back in the day music. So I was just actually I didn't go to the festival, but they had uh, quite a few legends out there. I'm
Mhm,
still loving MC Light. Like I said, that's bringing me back 50 years. Queen Latifah. These are the women that I looked up to when I was younger, and I was like, I want to be that. I could do that. Oh my God, one cannot be me. I never thought that I would be, doing what I'm doing because I was sitting at home on my little screen watching them on
mhm.
video music box with
Yeah.
yeah. So we going back to KRS-One, Public Enemy. Like that's the music that had a message for me. That's the kind of music that I like. That it has to have a message. Now, don't get me wrong. The music now sometimes gives me a headache. It do because it's just like everybody's just twerking and they're dancing and they're doing all this stuff. I like the music that's like poetry, poems, people, something that I can relate to, and especially like Queen Latifah. She been through a lot, and look at her. She got a movie deal. She got her own production. Like there's a lot of artists from back in the day that they're bankrupt. They didn't get as
Yeah.
far as Queen Latifah and in the industry because it was a little cold world and they was robbing them and stuff. So this era of our era now, which we could promote ourselves independently and we could collect our own money instead of the record companies, stealing from us, and we working so
Mhm.
hard and we got nothing to show for it but just videos and stuff.
I mean, you're absolutely right. Now you saying that like we go back to we were talking about children. And you saying that you seeing mixed reviews online when it comes to Beyonce and you saying bringing out Blue Ivy. Now you saying like I saw the clips of her at the beginning of the tour and I see the clips of her now. You see like she has
This conversation
all
is
right,
getting
we're definitely
interesting. Okay, bring that back.
okay. Now you saying that we see people like disgusting ass Tasha K. You saying giving hatred and vitriol towards a child, and like I said, I've watched Blue Ivy from the beginning of that tour to up to this point. That girl, you said you could tell you said Beyonce is not letting her half-ass and not put in the work. You know what I mean? So like when like we mentioned, sometimes kids are hard to work with, and things like that. But you said like, what in your opinion, what do you think when you see Blue Ivy up there with her mother?
I like what she's doing. I don't like the feedback because she's a child, and the comments that I seen, I'm like, she's still a child. I got people saying that she danced like a robot. She's this, she's that. I'm like, we are really attacking a child. I feel like
Mhm.
she's trying to walk in her mother's shoes. I feel like Beyonce is probably, trying to build her daughter up to be a superstar and to make money as well. But if she wants to do it, let her do it.
Mhm.
But if Beyonce is pushing her to do it, you know how sometimes, oh, you got to do this because we're a music family and everything. I feel like she's enjoying. I feel like she's a little Beyonce, and I want her to
Right.
continue doing what she have to do. Again, I just don't understand why adults is saying all these negative things when children's minds are younger than us, much younger than us, and they might take things and she got to go home. She got to see this. all the comments. I hope she's not watching. I hope they probably block her from all of the negativity because that will mess you up big time.
Definitely. Now you say, speaking of, you just saying, well, he's a little older now, but like King Harris, Ti's son. Now I
Okay.
guess he was online. He was feeling some kind of way because I guess Sexy Red wanted to charge him $50,000. You saying to do a show, and the baby wanted to charge him $100,000 for a show. But on the flip side of that, you got legends like a Too Short or a Boosie that'll come to your town and basically give you a fire ass verse for like 5 racks.
Right.
You said it's like now, me personally, if you saying like if you're a Sexy Red or you're the baby and you're saying you're hot right now, hey, you write your own ticket, you charge what you want. You said, but I don't think just because he's Ti's son, he should get any you
They're
said
trying to rob
particular.
him. Yeah. They're
Yeah,
trying to rob him.
yeah, I think they trying to rob him, but I also think that you saying like at the end of the day, as I you know what I'm saying, it's like you should be paid your worth. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That part.
you know what I'm saying? But I also, like I said, I do respect the people like Young Jock or Too Short or Boosie who will literally, or you saying Crazy Bone and Twister, because they got the thing going on right now with the chopper pack. And they basically lay their verses on a bunch of tracks, so you can do that, and they also allowing you to make money off of it as well. So I think it's like I think it just depends on who you're dealing with now. With Ti's son, T- King is good. He's not Damani, but he's good. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I'm not too familiar with his music. That's so crazy. Now you're gonna make me go listen to it to see. But yeah, a lot of people, you gotta get paid your worth, and I don't, um, because I had some of my artists that was gonna come out, some celebrity artists that's gonna come to my performance, and yeah, we have to pay for them. So some want 2,000, some want 3,000, depending on who they are. So yeah, I believe that you should get paid if you're worth that.
Mhm.
But $50,000, $100,000, a lot of money.
I mean, you said we say that now, but you said like you said, you and I, we are hustlers, we are go getters, and trust and believe. You saying like 50,000 or $100,000 will be a drop in the bucket in the near future for you and I. I promise you that.
Because
You
I don't do anything free no more either. So, one day I might get paid like a host. Some of the hosts get paid about $2,000. Me on a night, depending on what club I'm going to or what I'm going to host, they pay me from 250 to 500. So I used to be free. I'm not free no more.
mm,
So they
you said
do pay my worth. Yeah.
right. You said it's like one thing I never understood. So maybe you can clarify and help me with it. It's like people like let's say you Queen Naja. You saying she was a famous YouTuber. Now she's a singer and things like that. And you saying her boyfriend Clarence NYC, they pay this kid $5,000 to $10,000 just to do a walkthrough.
Mhm.
He's in a club, and obviously he's going to bring people to the club and stuff like that. I just never understood that aspect. You said like because like I said, I guess because we're so used to like bigger celebrities, like we don't realize that you said a lot of social media influencers have just as much influence. You said so. With that being said, it's like, do you think you said fair to you said I guess pay a social media influencer $5,000 $10,000 for a walkthrough?
I think it's fair if that person put in that because that's his worth. I mean, his
Mhm.
manager probably told him or told them what's he's worth, and like you said, if you can bring 100, 500 people to this location by you just posting the flyer up, yeah, I agree with it because you're bringing a lot of business to the spot. So yeah, I agree with it. I mean, like I said, I'm still getting paid 250 to 500. One day I might get up there, and I'm not gonna say I'm not because that's not my motto. I'm going to get there. That's what I'm
Absolutely.
trying to get there.
And the reason I was bringing that up was because said me personally when I was doing the whole club scene type deal, you know what I'm saying, like before I had children, you saying like now I'm a homebody, which is why I'm in the home studio and everything like that. But it was just like I didn't give a damn who was on the flyer. Now we would see the flyer. Yeah, all the pretty girls would be on the flyer, but like 9 times out of 10, you saying nobody on that flyer was there. Me, I'm there to get my little drink on. You saying when I was doing that and listen to some music. I could care less who you have in the building. You know.
Listen, they get mad at me when I don't show up. and they be like, what's, and like my social media, a lot of people again are coming to your event because Slim Goody's coming, and I didn't even know I was like really that big. And so I'll, go into my inbox. I'm like, oh, Slim, you was on the flyer, and I went, to your event. Where were you? I was only there just to see you. I'm like, what? It make me feel good. And so I make sure I make all the events. So any flyers that you really see me on, I'm coming out there because I'm going there to support the brand and their company. And I didn't know I was gonna bring 20 people or um 20 strangers I never knew, from the ID, and they really be cursing me out on here. Slam, I only came out here because you was there, and I just wanted to get a picture with you. And I'm like, wow, like, guys, special shout out to my fans. Like, it's
Right.
real. So I believe back in the day was different. I would, go to an event. I probably didn't pay too much attention to it if it wasn't DMX. Let me stop. Rest in peace. But people really coming out because of that person that can bring all their networking, their supporters out there so they can make bread.
Okay, now with that being said, we have a lot of vultures in you said in the industry as well. And you said like how do you take it, Lisa, when you find out after the fact that somebody went and took a picture of you and put you on their flyer? You said and then
I
people
had that
have
happen
you
to
had
me.
people mad at you? You said on because your picture was on a flyer that you had nothing to do with, that you didn't know nothing about.
Right. That had happened to me before. I had this lady, for some reason, she had her own magazine going, and I didn't know that she would screenshot my pictures and
Mhm,
put it on her website. I had to actually, I didn't like that. I went
mhm,
and I inboxed her and I was like, kindly, can you please remove me off of your site? Because my page is not private. If it
mhm,
was probably private, they probably wouldn't be able to do that. But I think that's total disrespect to screenshot my pictures and promote and have people thinking that I'm coming out to your event and I'm not there, and that kind of make me look bad as well. So I'm in there like, no, you should ask me for those pictures because you're gonna pay for those pictures. My pictures, I make money off of my pictures as well. So I'll send the pictures out to them, but it's a fee. You can't just steal somebody's content and then put it
mhm.
up and promote. That's not like that's my hard work. It doesn't make sense to me why somebody would do that. I had somebody make a fake page and they had to come and say, "Yo, is this Slim?" Like that is not me. They'll make a whole Facebook page or Instagram page, and that's not me. And that's your character as well. You don't know what they're putting out. So
Mhm.
yeah, it's kind of hard this industry. A lot of snakes.
Right. With that being said, you was like when we were sitting there bouncing ideas off each other for you saying your fashion show and everything like that. When the visual that I put together, I sent it to you. And the only reason it ended up on my page because I was tagged in it, and then I shared it. But I had
Yeah.
enough respect to you to send it to you first before I put it out. You know what I mean?
I'm like that with photographer as well. I can do a photo shoot, and then remember I said about my mouth, I'm going to go off. Right. So I had my photographer, do some I paid for it, a paid shoot. The next thing you know it, my picture was up before I even put it up.
Hmm.
So I kindly went again. It's like, what are you doing? I don't want to, I use my pictures for different months of the year, different things that's going on. But again, that's my work, not your work. I don't mind tagging you into the picture, the photographers, but why would you put up my work that I paid for without
Hmm.
my permission? Now I can
Absolutely.
see if I did a free shoot. I'm all for free shoots 'cause I like, meeting other photographers and seeing their work. Then
Hmm.
you could put up my pictures because it was a free shoot and you asked me to do it. But if it's a paid shoot, there's no reason why you're taking my pictures and putting them up all over the world or the website or making your own content. That's when I'm gonna give you a nice friendly phone call and I'm gonna black out. And I most
Okay. You
definitely
said
will.
right now on the flip side of that, you said I wanted to ask you this question. Now, Charlemagne the God's dealing with some legal issues because he posted a picture of himself that he found on the internet. Now, mind you, the pictures of him, but the photographer that took the picture
The
that
copyrights.
it's like. So, what do you think about that?
Yeah, they would sue you for it. I had a photographer as well that has done that to me. It's called infringement, is it? I'm saying that right? Infringement, infringement. Basically, is there if they have an LLC and you did a shoot for them, basically the pictures are theirs.
Mm,
You cannot put it up. They can take you to court. That's why you got to be careful, and they can sue you for infringement. I think it's infringement.
Infringement, yeah.
Right, right. And I had a photographer who had done that to me many years ago, and it was I did a shoot in Coney Island, and he was kind of not professional. I'm gonna say that. I came out to work. He wanted more from me than I
Mm.
was willing to give, which some of them are like that. And he kept my pictures. So when I started seeing him post, I said, "Well, let me take the picture with which a friend just did." And I took the picture, put it up, and now I got messages about to take me to court. And I had to Google it. And yeah, he had his trademark on the picture and everything. And yeah, you could get sued. So what I did was, not argue with him anymore. I'm not gonna work with you anymore. I let him keep them pictures, and I didn't post them anymore because and
Right.
then probably 2 years later, he called me again, like, "Hey, let's do a shoot. Let's." He didn't know that I was gonna be as big as I was, and I'm like, "No, I don't want nothing to do with you. The way that you talk to me and handle business was very wrong, and they're quick to take you to court. You will lose about $5,000 off of these photographers that got their trademark, the
I mean,
LLC."
you see, like, especially because, like, you see, back in the day, you seen like court cases were a little more black and white. You see now these like with all these nuances because you seen because of social media and things like that. You know, it's like because we mentioned them making fake pages and stuff like that. Now all of my social media platforms are public as well. Using whether it be my Facebook, my Snapchat, using Instagram, using all that stuff like that. Now I check all of my DMs myself, and it's funny because you'll see certain such and such followed you, and then you look at the picture. Okay, I've seen that picture somewhere before, and it's
Mhm,
like, and they're basically, and I've seen this happen a lot, especially like with like OnlyFans content creators, and
mhm,
they're literally, I already know. Come on, usually like let's say let's Mariah Mills. I mean, she was just in the news not too long ago with the whole thing with you saying what's his face, the basketball player. You said Zion Williamson. Now I
okay.
have so many fake pages of Mariah Mills jumping in my DMs trying to sell me her content, which I think to me buying internet porn is asinine in the first fucking place, but that's just me. But you
Word.
just hey, to each his own, using whatever. But for you to sit there and make a fake page and then monetize off somebody's, I guess we'll say explicit content, it's like to me, you are the lowest form of scum on the earth if you do
Mhm.
that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, so what do you think that more content creators could do to protect their content when it comes to things like that?
I most definitely again would would I'm gonna talk about yeah, because it's still kind of hard because you got some of these women like you said in the OnlyFans. Some girls got humiliated through that, and they had to go to court and everything. So you most definitely need your copyright. You need your LLC, like I said, to protect yourself, just in case that happens. And unfortunately, we can't stop it because of the internet,
Mhm.
but you can, legally get at these people. But I just feel like that's horrible too, because it's like a form of bullying, especially when you take somebody's naked pictures, put them up on the OnlyFans or what's the other site that I be seeing? I forgot the other site. I think it's horrible, but the only way that you can again protect yourself is to get the LLC and the copyrights. You can put your page on private, but who wants your page on private? Because then nobody can see what's going
Mhm.
on.
I
So
mean,
again,
it's one
yeah,
of those
it's
things that
hard. I think
definitely.
they need to find a way to better protect the people out here. But the only way you're just gonna have to take them to court.
Mhm.
Yeah,
And a lot of times that you saying, yes, that might come with the headache, but you should trust and believe. You know what I'm saying? Like you'd rather go with that headache now than to you saying literally you saying have your content stolen and somebody monetizing off content you saying that you actually originally published. You know what I'm saying? So like what she's doing here, she's giving you guys gems. She's giving you guys you saying the blueprint on you saying on how to sit there and not only you said boss up, but also you said to protect yourselves at all times, which is you said one of the reasons I was ecstatic to welcome you back to my platform because usually it's like both times we saying we've sat down and conversed. You saying people have learned something. You saying like you saying they got not to only know how beautiful you are, but how smart and you saying how calculated you are. So you saying like once again, you saying we're all about giving flowers over here. So you getting your flowers from that guy does, especially little Dub. And I'm telling you. don't be upset because Lil Dub's gonna be in your inbox. I can't do it
I
because you
love
say, hey,
you. I love you. Cause not for nothing, you were like one of my followers, and growing to be a good, really good friend. And as you can see, you'll see like 5 likes, but you'll see about 5,000 views, people watching you. It take 1 second just to hit that like and to share so that my content can go to your town and go to, to your followers. And they'll start, some of them did start following me for your page. Because it'll say, this person, is from Dub. My bad, I'm sorry. But
good.
yeah. So it's like I feel like we got secret haters, then we got the real people, the real people who are about their work, that's networking, that understand what a push of a button can do to help me, meet other people that are doing the same thing I'm doing, and we could collab. And I'm talking about my inbox is just booming right now with collaboration. And I'm
He's
basically
like, and I'm sure it
nothing
is.
for free.
I know that's right. You saying that what's crazy is because you say, okay, fellas, you saying like this is you saying little Dub cover your ears, okay? But you said this is like if you want to sit there and do something different, like let's say you want to business wise work with Miss Slim Goody, you know what I'm saying? Do not enter you saying like the shit on bullshit from the jump. Now you saying like she just mentioned I've been a follower. You said yes I have. You said I've admired your content. You said but when I approached you to come do my show, I came very respectfully. You said like I was not no ulterior motives. You said nothing like you said, no BS like that. And we've always kept professional. And just like you said, we've grown to be you said friends and things like that. And you said it's like so what you like because there's enough money for everybody to eat out here. It's also it's a way to network. You know what I'm saying? Just because okay, you say like she's got 900 niggas in her inbox trying to talk about some fuck shit. You saying be
I'm
different, stand
tired,
yourself
very
out.
tired.
You said
I'm
like definitely. You said come professional. You know what I'm saying do what you got to do. You said
come
like because
about
like you
your
said,
business. Please come about your business. I can sense you from the door. Okay. Again, don't expect to get nothing from Slim Goody but work and our work and our work. Now, if I feel like I love you and I want some backstage love, that got to be what I want. My body, my choice. But it's a headache. Like I said, that's why I want to say to the women in the industry and the children growing up again, you don't have to do anything that you don't want to do. You don't have to do anything freaky for no pictures or to be in a movie. You need to say no because that's your
Mhm.
word. Unless you want to do it, but you know what I'm
I mean,
saying?
hey, each his own. It's 2023. Who are we to judge on
A
anybody
lot of
doing anything?
bad people in the world from keeping your photos. Like I said, let them keep it. Let them keep
Mhm.
it. You like, oh my God. I had a model that said that to me at my last fashion show. And she was like, she was really pretty. She's a dime and everything. And then she was just like, they're offering me pictures and videos. And then after I completed the work, that's when they tried to sexually harass her. And
Mhm.
then nothing came out. They held it until you give me something. So no. That's why I was talking about the money wise too. There's a lot of lot of I forgot a lot of industry people that want money up front. You shouldn't have to pay for your brand
Mhm.
if it's you and you that
Yeah.
person. You go ahead and do it. You shouldn't have to pay $500 to be in the video. $1,000 to be. They should be paying you for your work.
Exactly. And you said for those you saying like you said wondering like if I'm a person you don't want to see. I've got a litany of people around me you don't want to see. So if anybody that I affiliate myself with, if I see any kind of disrespect, slander, any kind of you saying foolishness going on, I'm gonna be on your ass like back pockets. And just know this is my sister right here. And I would like I said, I will be on your ass like back pockets. Just know it.
Same here, okay? 'Cause I ain't taking it. I'm not taking no drama, no nothing. We just about working, helping each other build, and most important, we all got to eat. It shouldn't be one person eating at all. If I can
Absolutely.
help you and I help somebody, and it makes me feel good actually to help people.
Definitely.
I love helping people, and people got families. Like you want at least get compensated for something.
Mhm. And so, like I said,
Are
with
we
all that
look?
being
Are we only closing? What we ending this?
said, just about you said I was like, no, you
My
said before we
spirit.
get up out of here. You said because like we definitely once again we're gonna have to do this again because like I said, you and I we
Oh,
could
my
talk for
phone
hours.
dying.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
love you guys. My phone dying, but I love you. I'm gonna talk to you soon.
All right, y'all take it
Can
easy,
you hear
man.
me? Yes.
Thank you.
Later.
Well, this has been an awesome, epic time, and like, dude, I didn't know what to expect when to have you on the you like we definitely have to do it again because you are so bubbly, you're so fun. You can tell you just having a good time, just enjoying the space that you're in. And so like I definitely have to for me have to thank you so much for doing this. Like before we get out of here, make sure you give everybody you said your socials how they get in contact with you. You said
Well, first of all, I'm gonna say thank you for having me, and I'm gonna see you on Facebook. I love you on Facebook. We here. But you guys can follow me on IG, TikTok, on all platform at Slim Goody Model. Slim Goody New Jersey Model. I keep everything the same. Slim Goody New Jersey Model. Pretty much, you can find me anywhere, and I'm available for booking. And I got beautiful models. And if you need help networking, just contact me. Don't be afraid. I'm here 24/7. I don't sleep. Look.
obviously she's very appreciative because you were just like, hey, you decided to sit down with my little ass. So you said, oh, there you go.
I need your business. We need to work together. We need to be all over the world.
Yes, yes. Well, you guys been that guy Dub. I'm checking out with another video. Make sure y'all like, share, comment, subscribe, turn on the bell notifications on this another video. Without further ado, thank you to my special guest, Slim Goody Model. We out of here, man. Peace. Okay, you know.
The boy Dub Deuce in the building.